did, and I think it helps you in the real world. You know, there's so much more you learn in college besides what you read in that book and that test you take. That's going to help you in the real world. And there's a lot of people come to college, yes, that's all they do is that book and all that grade, and they don't do some of this other stuff out here. But this other stuff is what's going to prepare you to in life, in the real world, when college is over. When you're done taking all those tests and you got your degree, how do you function now? Are you able to function in the real world? Yes, I got a degree and I got a 4.0. Can you function? Well, I think a lot of people miss out on those opportunities. Take advantage of everything you have. And everybody have different things and different interests. But get out with your friends. Again, your friends are something that you can take with you the rest of your life. You're going to put that little diploma up on a wall, put it in that box, whatever you're going to do. But your friends are something that you can have and learn from. It's going to help you in life, something you can cherish the rest of your life, as much as that degree. And your question to me again was, how did I handle some things? You know, I don't remember a lot of crisis. What you're calling crisis? You saying when I was in college?
Yeah, because I mean we have like now where.
Like was it like when you decide to manage your like business? How you decided the first year? Or
yeah. How did you make your decision?
Well, it's easy. Dad, I can answer. When I realized you had to do accounting homework every night, I knew I didn't want to be an accountant no more. So that's when I became a business major, John. That's why I slid down when I realized, hey, I like numbers and like accounting, but I don't like that amount of time I have to do homework every night. And that helped make my decision, even though it was still part of the business world. And the more I got into business, the more I really liked it, because it's something I relate to. You can talk about economics, something you deal with every day. And you can talk about business law. I mean, we're faced with business law out here every day, 24/7. Different things happening in that world. Simple thing, you know. How many college students can't bounce a checkbook? How many college students have never had to do it, number one? You think about that. It's a pretty simple thing. But how many college students do not bounce a checkbook? But you know, some days mom and daddy's not going to be there. How they function in that real world. To answer that? If you want me to expand, I will.
Like, more than just the major part of it, but just being on your own.
I can say this. Even though my college was only 2 hours from home, I missed home. I'd go home every chance I could because I was from a family. I can't imagine, and I'm going to say this on John, I can't imagine how tough it is on John. You know, I haven't lived that world. And very sympathetic, but I'll never understand how that is for John to have things happen to his family. It's happened to him, and not be able to see his mother. I can't imagine that, because again, I wanted to be with my parents every time I could, and every free weekend I was home, and then I was able to see my parents every game. They came to the games, so I didn't have that kind of crisis. And again, nowadays there's so many different kind of crises in the world. Now I say crisis, things that we think are crisis than I grew up. You know, nowadays if you ain't got your iPad or iPod, whatever it is, man, you don't know if you can make it to another day without one. But really, you can't. What if you were to do away with your cell phone, girls? You think this? I couldn't make it. I couldn't function. But you know something? We all used to function perfectly. None of us had cell phones. We were all happy. It didn't take anything away from us, and we were happy. But nowadays, that would be a major crisis. Your cell phone bill doesn't get paid, and they cut it off. That's really not a crisis, though.
I think we get caught up in all material items and what this world has, and most people want to get that job so that they can get all that stuff without really realizing what they actually want to do. And once they get into that position, they find themselves like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Girls, just again, remember this. Be true who you are. Be true who you are. It's about people in this world. The materialistic stuff, it all may be nice, but it ain't what makes you. And that's not what's going to decide who you are and what you are, materialistic stuff. What you are is in that heart and that mind. And again, my best advice I can give all of you, hey, friendships, make friends. Help people who, as bad as you think you may have it sometimes, not as fortunate as you are. Those people need help. Those people need encouraging words. Those people need a friend. Be a friend of those people who don't have as many friends. Those people really need you. And you'll find at the end of the day, you'll feel good about yourself from your heart. And that's something you take with you the rest of your life.
Thank you, Coach. I know it's like 2 days, like this is your off day today, but
yeah, John, you came and got me on my off day.
So much. It's been great.
Mr. J, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mr. J. This was my off day. But Big John got this done now. He got these two lovely ladies up here, and they've done a great job. They've asked good questions, and again, hey, wish all of you best of luck. Now, you two girls rowdies, John, are they rich rowdies yet? Y'all know what Rich Rowdies is? It's that cheering group that stands up and cheer, got Rich Rowdy shirts on. Matter of fact, I have a meeting tomorrow night. You'll come to my house. Next following weekend, we feed all the rowdies at my house. At 1 o'clock, Big John will be at the service table. He'll serve all y'all. So y'all need to join the rowdies. Take a little time away from art, a little less time away from graphic designs, and become a student, come to our games, and cheer for Big John this year. Big John is going to help us this year. Yes, sir. He's going to help us a lot.
I guess with a closing question, if you, middle of a basketball game, they gave you a microphone, asked you to give everyone in the audience one piece of advice, what would you give them? Ooh.
Well, it depends on what that last officiating call was.
Good.
I think it's very obvious. People who know what happened to me this spring, what happened to us in the SEC tournament. Are you ladies aware of that? No, you ladies?
No, I mean...
Well, to answer your question a little bit more, I got fined $30,000 for my comments about the officials after the Kentucky game, which I was very nice. If I knew I was going to get fined then, I'd got my money's worth. I didn't get my money's worth. So to answer that question, what I'd tell them, it had to depend on that moment. Like last year, I think when Kentucky people was going off this court here, was you all at the Kentucky game, either one of you?
I was at it.
You had the Kentucky game, they commenced throwing those bottles, those referees.
Yeah.
People want to know what I thought about it. Well, what I really want to say, if I had me a bottle, I'd throw them one too. I didn't have one, Big John, so, it depends on that moment. Naturally there's some moments where they want that old coach to come down there and say, hey, respect the officiating and all that. Some of those moments I couldn't say that. So, but the one thing I've always said to my groups, my fans is we can't do without them. Like I said, we've sold out the hump for 8 consecutive years. Championships we've won. All of our guys have gotten rings for them. Big John will get his big ring. His first game this year, you girls come see it. Big John will get his first championship ring. And if I could buy everybody in that crowd a ring, I'd buy them a ring because they're a huge part of our success. We couldn't do it without them.
Thank you so much.
They got it, Johnny?
Yeah.
That was so great.
Well, Johnny, enjoy your day off, man.
Thank you.
Get out and get some treatment, get some rest. I'm going to get back at